one of the things we'll be looking at, let me run this again. We'll be looking at some of the things that we fail to actually put in place for this of our music player. Because if you look at this of our music player, it seems it's not well presented. It's actually, I say, kind of not looking actually like the music player that we all know. But it tends to do most of the things that the music player that we have actually do on your mobile phone, on your system. A music player that can play, click on play, you can click on next, you can pause, resume. So you can exist, you can increase the volume and reduce the volume. That's just basically, I can still name of the music you actually playing. So I don't think there's any other thing that music player actually does. If in case you want to add the lyrics, it's simple to add that. You can just come here and put it on top. Maybe before this now play, you can put the lyrics. If you have the lyrics already in place somewhere, then you can set a timer that the lyrics will keep on popping. You can just look for a way to arrange that, but it's basically simple to do that. So also another thing that with that is making this of our music player not to look like the best, the colors messed up, the blue color. I think like I said, most of my tutorial I keep on saying this, that it's better you understand the logic more than you can start to. When you understand the logic really well, then you can dive into beautifying it. If you don't understand the logic and you're interested in the beautifying part, it's actually a good idea, but most of the time I prefer understanding the logic, then I can go to the beautifying part of this. Because if you don't understand the logic, the beautifying part, you can just change the background color to gray. That I love gray, just put gray and then everything looks good. You can change this color to, maybe just go to your boom play, any Apple, I don't know, any of your music player, just look at the color they used. And there's another thing that we're supposed to add is to add images to this of our resume. Pause, no pause is kind of a circle with the two dash inside of it. You can decide to put the image here, put next image, kind of arrow that's pointing greater than the slash in front of it. And we also forgot to put our previous button to play the previous music. That I guess you're interested in playing it back again, we can actually put that. You already know how that is. So when we shuffle the song, we need to kind of append it to a particular folder that's going, a particular empty list that's going to hold that song, so it will not be affected. That when we shuffle, like when we click on this next, it won't be affected. Most time this resume and pause will be at the center and resume to be somewhere different, and then the previous will be somewhere here. But you get the idea. Since if you are able to follow to this point of this tutorial, doing all these other guys shouldn't be a problem for you, like that of the previous thing. What we can do is to create an empty list here, maybe on top of here, and we can try anytime we shuffle the song, we want it to be on top of it. So if we click on that previous, it's going to get that of the list, the last element on that of the list, or you can say second to the last of the list. Then we can know that is the previous song that we played. That is not how to implement. And if it's only one, I'm going to check in the situation where it's greater than one, because if it's only one, that means you just started playing the song. So I think with this we are going to wrap up for this of our music player. Everything that music player desires is it have it. We can always, what we forgot to put here is actually two things, which is to get our previous song, and also to get the current song that is. Sorry, we also select the song that we want by ourselves. These are one of the two things that we fail to put, which is going to be an assignment to any of us that is interested in it. Just create it, and then you can actually share the code around in case anybody is interested in that. You can also get it, and then also educate some people that are just starting Python or any other language to know that there are still great things you can do with programming these days. So I think with this, we actually covered a full ground of a lot of things. I hope the logic here is not hard to understand. Thanks to this of our mixer, and this mixer guy from this of our Pi game, with the help of this mixer, things was easy for us to do, because if it was not because of this mixer, there are a whole lot of other but I can say other mode you can use for playing of music, but this mixer tends to make things easy when it comes to that of the pause and the resuming. To load the music and play music is not even the problem. The way the problem is when you want to pause and so here is pause and here is on pause. That's where the problem is. Even most of the modules that I tend to try to make use of the problem is actually there. You need to actually make sure the song is actually playing, and to get a whole lot of other things that I do not want. But with help of this mixer, it's easy for us to achieve this. Remember that I can initialize this init globally. I can just call this instead of initializing it inside there, but initializing this inside this of the function, there's no problem with it. And then I think we'll have our playing I can say music player. We can play, and then next, then we can increase the volume, reduce, next, and then okay, starting off small, this will be next, why is this guy playing again? Okay, playing next. So I think we just can pause, resume, reduce the volume, can shut the volume down. So with this we can just click on exist. I think this is everything that you need, apart from that of the previous, and then select a particular message. This is everything about music player is here. There's nothing really much. Forget all the designing just for marketing purpose, to make it look sweet in the mouth. That's sweet in the eye. That's just basically it. But with this, this is a standard music player. So I think with this, we have come to the end of this Tkinter tutorial in general, and also I'll be happy to see you. The next video will be doing about data analysis, make use of Python programming language, basically make use of pandas. This is just a chipping what I want us to if you have watched to this point, I think you should know what we're going to do now, which is the data analysis. After data analysis, we're heading to that of machine learning. Just basically simple. I'm going to try to my best to make everything simple. That of machine learning is going to be two categories: the math part and the make use of the libraries that's already available for us to make use of it, not to stress ourselves. But I'm going to make use of the math part, like solving linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, neural network, a whole lot of other complex maths. We are going to make use of some library like sklearn, TensorFlow, a whole lot of other library, and I'm also going to solve it in case if you're interested in suffering. I like to solve it down in a book, in case if you like suffering. But if you like suffering, you can just watch that of the not suffering, like it's actually like stress. You can also watch that of the make use of other libraries that have made things easy for us to do that. So I think with this, we have come to the end. If you enjoy it, I think subscribing shouldn't be a problem to this point. I think subscribing, if you need money for the purpose, I'll be happy to see you in this video if you think to be a better.